Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. And we've got a bunch of more news today. But before we get started, I always bug you guys to go follow me on Twitter and on Facebook. Well, now there's a really good reason to do it. I'm actually going to be doing a poll each time I'm going to upload the next Guns N' Roses True Story video. And I'm giving you guys three options for which video you'd like to see next as part of my Guns N' Roses True Story series. So the three songs I'm asking you guys to choose from are Shotgun Blues, So Fine, and You Ain't the First. The song that, of course, gets the most votes will be featured in my next episode of Guns N' Roses True Story, and the two songs that aren't chosen will get taken to the next poll. So it looks like So Fine is leading. I'm kind of surprised. I thought most people would want Shotgun Blues given the number of positive comments I've heard about the song Shotgun Blues. But you guys still have a chance to go turn the tide if you want to see a song other than So Fine. So go hit the link below to go vote in the poll. And make sure you guys follow me on Twitter while you're there. So let's get started with today's news. So according to Alternative Nation, Guns N' Roses Slash was pissed when iconic hair metal band rejected him. Now, we already knew this story. Slash has talked about it before. He had auditioned for Poison way back in the day before Guns N' Roses got big. Now, there was an interview that was done with Decibel Geek. Poison drummer Ricky Rocket was asked how Slash came to audition for the guitarist slot in the band prior to joining Guns N' Roses in 1985. He said, Slash we had known because he was in Hollywood Rose, so Bret Michaels and I liked him. We all liked him. And he came in and worked on some songs with us, but we continued to audition other people even though he was the front runner. We didn't want like a hotshot Gangway Malmsteen guy. We didn't want that. We wanted a rock East Coast guy. And then CC DeVille, who's Poison's current guitarist, auditioned, and he just made more sense than Slash did. So it was a tough decision because we all like Slash. Slash was really pissed off about it. He was pissed off. He was like, what the fuck, you guys? So there was a rivalry between Guns N' Roses and Poison because of that. I think for a long time, and that's long gone. I see Slash and we're totally cool. And he also talked about how he has no problem with any of the other guys in Guns N' Roses. However, he hasn't seen Axl in 15 years, according to the drummer Ricky Rocket. So Slash spoke about his audition for Poison in an interview he did with Classic Rock back in 2010. He also talked about it when he was interviewed by Howard Stern in 2014. He appeared on Howard Stern's show with Miles Kennedy, and they performed the song World on Fire live. So he basically said that he went to the Poison audition, he played the shit out of the songs in his own words, and the big issue came when they basically asked him what he was going to wear. And Slash said for the audition he was wearing some moccasins and he wasn't really into the whole wearing makeup kind of thing. And as Slash was leaving the audition, CC DeVille came walking in, and Slash knew from that moment on CC DeVille was going to be the next guitarist from the band. But Slash never talked about being pissed off that he never got the audition or never got the guitarist spot. He always seemed like it was pretty positive about the experience and sort of told it like it was a humorous kind of story. So let's go on to our next piece of news. So we've got an interview with Bumblefoot. He was on Eddie Trunk's show on SiriusXM Radio, Trunk Nation, and he was asked if he had any regrets about his nearly decade-long stint with Guns N' Roses. He said you could look at it, and you could look at anything and say, what if I took a different path? What if I did different things? What if I said no and did this instead? What if I just focused on my solo stuff or producing or whatever else, or film or TV music? He said, nah. Your life is your life, and whatever decisions you make, they were based on who you were, who you are, and what was supposed to happen, and what's meant to be, and who you are today, and what you learned from it, and all the mumbo-jumbo crap. So yeah, do I regret it? No, absolutely not. If you asked me 3 years ago, I would have given a different answer, but no, absolutely not. I got to be part of making millions of people cheer and enjoy themselves. It's wonderful. And while people may not maybe like the old incarnation of Guns N' Roses, referring to the Chinese democracy, years of Guns N' Roses, I have to say I really do like Bumblefoot, and I like his attitude. It's a really positive kind of attitude. I kind of have the similar kind of attitude too, and he really does come across as a really likable guy. Same with Tommy Stinson. He was also asked what his personal highlight was from his time with Guns N' Roses, and he said the first thing that always comes to mind is playing the Bridge School benefit, which of course was organized by Neil Young and his wife. He said when we got to play a show, it was a benefit for the Bridge School, which assists children with severe physical impairments and complex communication needs, and having the kids and their families right on stage with us on the big platform behind us. I remember just ignoring the audience in front of us and just going back to them and just taking a kid's hand and helping him strum the guitar, things like that. That's always the first thing that comes to mind. So if you guys want to see the Bridge School benefit, there's a video on YouTube of the whole concert. It definitely wasn't one of Axl's better shows, but to be fair, the guy had strep throat. I have to give him my hats off to Axel. If that was me, I would never perform with strep throat. I'd be like sleeping in bed and being like, I'll play next year. So I mean, that guy's a trooper as much shit as people give him. Like the fact that he plays with like a broken foot, he goes on stage when he's got strep throat and still tries to put on a good show. So hats off to Axel for that. So let's go on to our next piece of news. So we've got some news about your favorite top-hatted guitarist, DJ Ashba. So he was being interviewed by Alt Revolt, and he was talking about his company, Ashba Media, and he also claimed that while he was working on the company, there were 60,000 people waiting for me to get on stage. Now, I think the statement was blown a little bit out of proportion. I think he means there's 60,000 people waiting for me to get on stage along with the other guys because people want to see Guns N' Roses. And he said, I remember thinking, if I could build a company that can build anything I can dream up in my head, I think I'll be onto something, and that's what I did. I ended up moving their whole family to Vegas, and they still work for me 5 years later. And then all of a sudden, Cirque du Soleil knocked on my door because of all the stuff we did with Virgin, and we started building life-size characters in 3D environments. It just took off from there. Ashba also concluded, I'm not that smart, but I'm smart enough to know that you can't entertain the world forever. Eventually, your bones are going to give out. I'm married. I have a beautiful wife, Natalia. She's just the best thing ever. When you get married, all your priorities change. You stop thinking about you, and you start thinking about us. And it's like, if I can't perform tomorrow, if I break my hand or whatever, I need to have something. So I said, when I was in Guns N' Roses, there would be 60,000 people waiting for me to get on stage, and I'd be on a computer doing business. Every waking minute I was building this company. In 2008, I took that company and we started designing clothing line called Ashba. We sell worldwide. Now we just launched our first retail store in the stratosphere. It's been on fire and it's just been great, and that's been my life. So if you guys want to read the entire article, it's linked to down below. That basically does it for today's Guns N' Roses news, guys. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the contents of this video and if you love DJ Ashba. So go comment down below, guys. Let me know your thoughts. And go follow me on Twitter and answer my poll. I want to know what true story episode you guys want me to do next. So thanks for watching, guys. And follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to my social media pages are down below. Have yourself a good day, guys.